Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this. It's like an egg shape and asked how to draw it with this kind of like definition of depth. So as always, I always make a copy. You can see it's a bitmap. I always make a copy of it. And I'm just going to kind of start over how I drew it. Several ways. One, you could take an ellipse and move it down near your bottom. And you can see it's not perfect shape, so we're going to expand the ellipse out. Maybe you can expand it down and just kind of get it close. This is where you're going to probably want to set your nudge factor pretty low, like 0.01. And then you can get your circle and kind of nudge it over just a little bit or nudge it up. I'm just going to kind of get it close for right now. The person I'm doing it for can take more of his time. So just nudge it kind of up. And then I like using the 3-point curve line. And I'm just going to go from like right there to right there and give it that curve. And then go from like, this might not work because it's too much of a curve, but we can always get it close and then click off of it and get your shape tool. And this has already got handles on it. And we can just move that around till we get pretty close. And this is one of those parts that you could actually take and right click and turn this into well, it's already a cusp, evidently. That way it just moves one side at a time. And by moving this up, it does that, but by moving it in, so you can go in and up, that's pretty close. So now I can grab the big picture and I'm just going to move it out of the way. Then just take your virtual segment delete key. Now that kind of looks weird, but that's the shape it is. Now I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. And what the Smart Fill tool did is actually made a new shape. And the lines aren't broken. Then I'm going to left click and right click, turn it into a hairline. And at this time, you could smooth it out a little bit. Go to the shape tool and get your smoothing tool. Click on it and you'll see the nodes and just kind of, see how it smoothed up that part. So we're going to go with that. Now, I'm going to put this back kind of close to where it was. And I'm going to put that hole approximately where it is. I'm going to take the ellipse tool, kind of get in the center and hold down the control and the shift key, and it'll make that circle. That's good enough for the video. And then we're going to move this out of the way. And then I'm going to group this together. Well, you could either group it together or weld it together or smart fill it to get that hole. But with my nudge factor set now, I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, and I'm just going to start nudging it over. Well, evidently, let's see. Yeah, maybe I just went too far. Let's call that good. Now, I'm going to set my nudge factor on like back to 10 inches. And I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool and I'm going to fill that in right there. And don't worry about that is black right now. And then I'm going to fill that in with that, nudge it over twice. And now I'm going to delete the original, or delete the one I made second. And then I'm going to nudge this back over. And you can see the kind of the pronoun. Now we need to we'll just have to see what it looks like. So I don't know if they need that same color, but you can grab the Smart Fill tool, go up here and get your eyedropper and click on that color. I don't know if it's going to recognize that color because it's kind of such a off-white. Then put it in there. We're going to go ahead and take away our outline. The best way to do that is just move your new object out of the way and then get your hairline. Move that back. Now, we've got really too much color. And if you will click on that and then shift select the black, Go ahead and group it together, Control G, and let's just make it a lighter black. Maybe a little bit darker. And there you have it. Now, if we put this on a yellow background, so it's going to be more pronounced, so go to Object, Order, Back of Page, and it really, well, let's look at it. Well, you can't because this is a bitmap. And see, a bitmap's going to have that bounding box. It's going to be all white. But that is pretty close. I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.